Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple Haze Podcast. I am your lovely host, Isaac here. So, today, you guys get two YouTube videos today. And basically, because of my internet connection, here we are. The show must go on. So, my internet connection is good now. So, anyway, we're going to talk about today. I kind of wanted to see about, if the Vikings can save their 0-2 season. Can they do it? I'm sorry, 1-3 season. Can they save their 1-3 season? I've got some. I must tell you, I have some very good optimism after that Panthers win on Sunday. So I still have plenty of optimism to go around here. So of course, the first three games were very, very deflating. We should be at least 4 and maybe at least 3-1, 2-2, maybe 2-2. But most likely, if those mistakes did not happen, we'd be 4-0. But it is what it is. We're 1-3, so that aside. So basically, let's take a outlook of the rest of the season. You got Week 5 against the Kansas City Chiefs, which is the next game that the Vikings are going to be playing. Week 6, you got the Chicago Bears. Week 7, you got the 49ers. Week 8, you got the Packers. Week 9, you have the Falcons. Week 10, the Saints. Week 11, you have the Denver Broncos. Week 12, you have the Bears again. Week 14, you got the Raiders. Week 15, you got the Bengals, Week 15, the Bengals. Week 16, the Lions. Week 17, the Packers. Week 18, the Lions again. So what do I think about this after all this season? The next 3 games that the Vikings are going to play is probably the toughest stretch. As of right now, it is the toughest stretch. I mean, after that, I think you could very well go on a run. I'm serious. With all these teams that are just playing sloppy football, a lot of these teams that the Vikings are going up, they should be wins. Most of them should be wins. I mean, I was going to say that the Vikings might lose to the Bengals, but now I'm looking at it as a win now. Now it might be a win. Depending on how the Bengals turn around their season as well. They very well could. Here's the thing. The Bengals, they're 1-3 right now. They just got spanked by the Titans. So the Bengals are not looking good on offense, okay? Because that's what this league is trending towards, offense. So here's how basically, and I believe so, that the Vikings, there are optimism inside of me that the Vikings could very well turn around a 1-3 season to a playoff team. It's really hard to do in the NFL. So, yes, basically people are upset. Well, we should have lost, basically, the Panthers. We would have kept their draft pick. It is very hard in the NFL, and most people are mad about the ugly win, but you don't have to apologize for winning ugly in a game because it's hard to win in the NFL. You will take whatever you can get as far as getting a win in the National Football League. So I'm actually happy the Vikings got this win, but the Chiefs, they're a much different story than the Carolina Panthers are. Yes, they are. They have a better offense. They have a better defense. And they are very more efficient at winning against good teams. So if the Vikings want to at least salivate their season, I would be happy if they at least win against one team, one good team. Either it be the Chiefs or the 49ers. I don't care which one it is. I mean, here's the thing. I would rather it be the Chiefs because you have a higher chance of winning against the Kansas City Chiefs, basically, than the 49ers, because the 49ers are a complete team than the Chiefs are. I am dead serious. They 49ers can win the Super Bowl they have a higher percentage than the Chiefs at Super Bowl. at winning the Super Bowl, let alone. As far as besides those two teams, you have a shot because you look like the better, your roster is the better team. And of course, that is up to the head coach, that is up to the players mentally being there. And if you keep that same energy and win against the Kansas City Chiefs, that is huge. You could very well go 3-3 after winning against the Chiefs, because the Bears are a complete mess, which is why I have that as an automatic W regardless. I mean, 2-4 is not as excruciating, but then you have to win against the 49ers. I mean, the hole's just really dug deep. I don't think you can really do that. I just really want to see them win against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I want to see. But how can you fix those problems? By benching Ed Ingram, because he shows you why he is terrible. Ed Ingram, he gets worse and worse and worse every single game. Somehow he's much worse this season. You cannot afford to put him out there moving forward right now. The only reason he needs to be on that football field is if somebody got hurt at the guard position. I'm done with the Ed Ingram experiment right now. He was a rookie last year. I gave him a pass, but now, nah. We need to put in Dalton Risner right now because the rest of the offensive line has played really good. They played decent, okay? Austin Schlottman, Ezra Cleveland, Brian O'Neill, Dan Casenberry. They've played pretty well besides minus Ed Ingram, which he's the main cause of why the Vikings are giving up pressure. And you cannot afford all that pressure for that. And that starts with putting in Dalton Risner as soon as you can. Recommendation for against the Chiefs. He better be ready against the Kansas City, or otherwise we might lose that game if Ed Ingram's still out there. And the decision making by Kirk Cousins. Yes, he made a nice play against the Carolina Panthers with that free play onto Justin Jefferson to extend the lead by 8. But let's be real. This was Kirk Cousins' worst game this season so far through the first 4 games. I am being honest because of the way that he was overthrowing his receivers and he was making incoherent decisions. It's time. You cannot afford to be doing this against the Kansas City Chiefs. Because you can't really afford that at all. I will do the preview vid on Friday moving forward, but it's just, like, what do you do at this point? Like, sure, he made a nice play, which was the turning point of that game, but sometimes you just have to put away the game sometimes when you need to. Not allow opposing teams to stick around and make it a game. Do you bench Jaren? Do you put in Jaren Hall? I mean, it's starting to get very tempting to me at the same time. It's like, we're already 1-3. We still have time to salivate the season. Do you want to risk Jaren Hall being out there if he's bad? Or if Kirk Cousins for either one of these two for a better upside? It's really questionable at this point. And you basically, if the Vikings can keep that same energy that they had against the Panthers when winning, you could see the energy in the locker room, on the field, that they were ready to play. And they better be ready against the Kansas City. They better. But regardless, if you keep that throughout the rest of the season, you can make a run and still make the playoffs and possibly fight for the NFC North division still. So that's what I think about this season. The season is not over yet. After that, I'm not a homer, but I have some optimism left in me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skol.